Good afternoon, YouTube. It's Wheels from southwestern Ontario, Simcoe, Norfolk County area, Canada. Just wanted to go through something that I thought was kind of important. I'm in kind of a special type of category. I use a wheelchair every day to as my legs, and I want to cover my EDC kit, what I carry every day. Now, it's going to vary a lot from what you might normally see somebody who does not use a wheelchair. I've got a wheelchair pouch attached to my wheelchair. It measures about 8 inches long, about 5 inches high, and about 3 inches deep. So it carries a lot of gear. And that's gear that does not have to be attached to my person. So I'm kind of in a different kind of a category when it comes to EDC. I can carry a lot more. I get away with carrying a lot more than the average person can. So therefore, just my regular EDC, I can be a little bit more prepared, if you will. So let's get right down to it and let's cover that. So first of all, I've always got a collection of change. To pick up a bottle of water or something out of a vending machine, it sometimes costs $1, $1.50. Change is always useful. So there's always change. There's always wood chips from my woodwork that managed to make their way into my pouch. So change, wallet, very important. I carry all my stuff in my wallet, my bank cards and everything else. So, that's a fairly standard thing that goes straight into my wheelchair bag. Any kind of prescription drugs, any kind of antihistamines or antidiarrheals or anything like that. I carry those. Now, I do have a woodworking business. It's not really a business. It's more of a hobby that I like to pretend is a business. But I do carry business cards. So I carry a business card holder with my business cards in it. It's the business card holder. Very nice, very clean, very sharp looking. And there's my business cards. Oh, there's all my personal information on it, but that's for my business. That's for my woodworking business. I carry every day. I carry a lighter. That's my fire starting, whatever you want it to be. Obviously, everybody knows what can be used. A lighter can be used for. So that's always there. My rape whistle, because I'm a pretty popular, good-looking guy. Just in case. A whistle is great, especially if you're in a wheelchair and you run into a particular instance where maybe you're on the trail and you manage to go off the trail a little bit and stuck. It's not just a simple matter of climbing out of your wheelchair and pulling it back up on the trail and off you go. You're stuck. And maybe if it's a trail that's sort of off the beaten path, this has come in handy many times. I've called for help on my whistle. It's amazing how well it works. I recommend a whistle in everybody's EDC kit all the time. Should be a constant, for sure, 100% carry item all the time. Now, I'm a bit knife crazy. I did a review on this little guy here. This is the Cold Steel Recon 1. It's a very, very small knife. Just absolutely durable. You can't break it no matter how hard you try. Sharp. Excellent knife for general purpose stuff. Now, here's something that I carry that probably nobody else does. But a small piece of paracord. It's the thinner paracord. It's measured for 1 foot and tied off in a knot, and then another foot. So overall length is 2 feet. But I use this for measuring, like if I'm making a cane for somebody. I don't have a tape measure. Tape measures are bulky. I carry this piece of paracord to measure, to fit people for a cane. You know, it gives me an excellent idea of where I have to be within an inch over a 2 meter or a 5 foot distance. I'm probably maybe only an inch out. So there's a 2 foot piece of paracord knotted in the middle to distinguish 1 foot and 1 foot. I use that all the time. Now, always carry with me a Sharpie. A Sharpie I use to make notes on my business cards, to give people, to make notes for myself. Just a Sharpie is generally a good thing to carry all around. Very, very seldom it runs out of ink or doesn't work or like a pen would. So excellent thing to carry. Now, my preferred carry knife is the Victorinox Trekker. It's the knife that has the blade. It's got the serrations on the end of the blade. The carving part of the blade is flat, is regular, but it also has the saw. And I've done a review on this before. It's the saw, and also on the other side, very, very useful, is the awl. This comes with me everywhere I go, so I always have that. So there's two knives. You can tell it's the Recon 1 Mini or Micro and the Victorinox Trekker. And this baby always comes with me attached to my belt. Now this one, I've just recently done a review on this. It's the Ontario Utilitac 2. It's replaced my Ontario Rat 1 as my preferred everyday carry. And I always have this clipped into my pocket. Okay? So let's put all the knives together here just to show you how knife crazy I am. But so far, that's taking up very, very little room inside my pouch. So far, there's nothing on my body. Also, because I'm sitting down in my wheelchair, I don't have that problem where loading up your belt kind of pulls on your pants, and and kind of feels like your pants are being pulled down. So I can load myself up on my belt as well. Always comes with me is my flashlight. This one is the Phoenix PD22. Now this flashlight uses a CR123 battery. They're expensive. They're $6-7, up to $10 sometimes for one battery. But the battery life on this is unbelievable. I could leave this sitting in my pack or in my pouch on my wheelchair for over a year, and it's going to work fine. The shelf life on these batteries is amazing. Also, this light has the clicker on the back, right there, the clicker switch for on and off. It has the mode control here, and can go through. This is your low. It's excellent for reading. You get hours and hours and hours and hours of life on that. You've got your medium, which is pretty well good for looking around the house or doing whatever you have to do. You've got your high, which is what I prefer to use this flashlight on. And then you have your turbo. And your turbo runs for, I think, probably about 2.5 hours off one CR123 battery. It's excellent. Now, if I press and hold, I get into a flash. Excellent for any kind of personal defense, but you won't go there. It's got the memory, so when I change the mode to different modes and turn it off and back on, it remembers the last mode. But this is not a review of the flashlight. That's my everyday carry flashlight. I always have it on my wheelchair pouch all the time. Now, something else that people probably don't think about is when you're in a wheelchair, if you drop something, 9 times out of 10, it's out of your reach. 9 times out of 10, especially outdoors, outside, if you drop something, you've lost something. Most of my stuff here is metallic. Therefore, my telescoping magnet takes up very little room in the pack, but has a capacity of holding up to 8 pounds. So that's, the Utilitac 2 knife. If it falls away from me on the ground or whatever, I can retrieve that knife very easily. Money, if I lose any money, or if I see some money on the trail, or something falls underneath the couch or whatever, I can retrieve it with my magnet, and it extends out to 38 inches. So I've got quite a bit of good reach on that. So that's a very important piece of gear that I carry with me all the time. It's come in handy so many times I can't even count the amount of times. When I drop something, I can, if it's not magnetic, I can use this to scoop it out. If it is magnetic, I'm saved. That's an excellent piece of gear that I always carry. It always comes with me. So far, there's quite a bit of stuff here. And if you just put that in your pockets to carry with you every day, it's loading down your pants. It's going to be, rattling around and stuff like that. But this goes directly into my wheelchair bag, not on my person at all. And always, no matter where I go, I can't go anywhere without my wheelchair. So that's kind of a unique situation as well. I always have this stuff. There's no question, I always have this stuff. It's in my wheelchair bag, so it's always with me. Now, those days when my Utilitac is not with me, there's my Rat 1, and so that will come with me if my Utilitac doesn't. Because I'm kind of on the knife heavy side of things, I always have a sharpening. This sharpening stone. This is a ceramic hone. Very nice, excellent to keep the edges up on your knives. It's got the little knife groove in there for a quick, easy field sharpen. I don't use that very often. Kind of destroys the edge that I like to have on it, but just a couple of swipes with that brings it right back to proper sharpness. It hides in there, does up, fits right in my bag, no problem, always goes with me. On to the next thing. Obviously, my cell phone, right now it's being used to record this video, but my cell phone always goes with me. And because my cell phone runs off a battery, and sometimes you run out of battery, I've got the Anchor power supply. This one here is the 10,500 milliamp power pack. I can charge my phone a good 3 times off this power pack. Excellent for when I'm doing videos or just whatever. It goes with me in my bag all the time. So that in itself is going to really help, load down your pockets, make everything heavy. But because it's with me in my wheelchair bag, no problem. No problem at all. Now, of course, on my belt, I will carry my brand new sheath with my Condor bush tuller. If I'm out on the trail or whatever, and I will carry my new ferro rod holder on my belt if I'm out in the bush or whatever. If I'm not out in the bush, which is not my everyday, I'll not carry that. So these are just on my person when I'm out there, or when I'm out doing stuff outside where a knife like that might come in handy. Usually on my belt is my Leatherman Surge. Absolutely on the big side. It's the one of the biggest ones, the multi-tool that is out there. Nylon sheath attaches to my belt. But this thing is a beast. Because I'm in a wheelchair, it's a mechanical device. There's always the potential for something to go wrong, something to need fixing. So I do need some sort of tools to access to repair my legs, to repair my wheelchair. And, it's an ongoing thing. I'm always tightening screws, whatever. My Leatherman always comes with me. Very important piece of gear. An Allen key for my wheelchair. It is the Allen key that fits most bolts on the chair. So this goes along in the pouch as well. Goes with me every day. I carry it every day without question. So that pretty well takes up my everyday carry. And this all fits in my wheelchair bag. This is stuff that I carry with me all the time, every day, without question, without even thinking of. For me, it's easy because it goes in my pouch. My pouch is on my wheelchair, and I'm always taking my wheelchair everywhere I go. The problem is when I go to an airport, or if I go to a courthouse, or if I go to someplace where I need to be able to take out all of my knives, pointy stuff, or dangerous stuff. Sometimes I forget that I've got that. So that's one of the inherent problems that go along with that kind of thing. But there it is. That's my EDC, my everyday carry. It is quite a bit, but it's stuff that I don't even think about. It's always in my pack, always available, and very, very useful. One thing is not in this pack, which I have become very aware of now, is a small first aid kit. And the importance of carrying a small first aid kit with me every day became very apparent when I watched that one video from Mad Mel, where she cut herself on that blade that closed on her fingers, and she never had a first aid kit with her at that point in time, and had to make do without the first aid kit. So I'm putting that together. It's going to be small enough where it can fit in my bag without worry about having to carry extra weight or whatever, and it will be complete as possible. So there you are, guys. That's my EDC. That comes with me every day. I don't have to worry. I've got my flashlight, my knives, my wallet, my business cards, lighter, multi-tool, battery. It's all there, and I don't even think about it. So I'm gonna tag a few people to find out what they carry in their EDC, their everyday carry, whether it's pockets or a kit or a pouch or whatever. But I want to know what they carry every single day. Every single day without question. The first person that I want to tag is Mama Bear's backpacking. So Mama Bear, I want to see what it is that you carry every day without question. Another person is Mad Mel. Mad Mel, I want to see what you carry every day now that you've cut yourself and saw the importance of carrying a first aid kit with you every day. I would like to see that. The third person that I would like to tag on this EDC is Handy Camper. Handy Camper, let me see what you have that you carry on your person every day. Whether, it doesn't matter if you go out in the bush. I want to see what you guys carry every day. It's important to see that kind of thing. So, I've taken up way too much of your time already. This is Wheels. Again, my EDC. Guys, it's been a pleasure. This is Wheels, and I am out.